Junkyards have a certain odd feeling to them. They're like a graveyard of cars that have been in car crashes, repossessed, or plain abandoned by their owners. It's sad. I was carrying the toolbox for my dad as we looked for the big SUVs to take a small assembly from the dashboard in a junkyard one afternoon. Along the way, I like to peek into the car's glove compartments and the sections where the cup holders are. I've gotten lucky and have found several quarters before. After looking through a few cars, I found one that had a child seat in the back. In the seat, there was a rattle, plus some wrappers of what seemed to be gum. I blinked for a second and I heard a little girl giggling in the back seat, followed by some terrified screams. I pulled myself out of the car as fast as I could. Oh, I probably should have mentioned that I see things sometimes. I have an overactive imagination, and I've woken up in the middle of the night seeing large spiders coming down toward my face from the ceiling, weird creatures sitting on my chest, and I see shapes in mirrors when I pass by. It's just my imagination. That's what everyone tells me. I went on to the car next to that one, and I saw what I rarely see in junkyards. As I was coming closer to peek into the window, I noticed, "Hey, I'll be right over here. Give me the toolbox," my dad called out from about 10 feet away. "Okay," I replied, "I'm coming." I went over and gave him the toolbox, still thinking about what I had seen in the car. It doesn't happen often, but I still look for the moments when it comes up. Sometimes it's in unexpected places, like on a sidewalk, or on the center dividers on the freeway, since it stands out splashed on the white paint. It's blood. Something happened in that car. I opened the door. It was a minivan, so it had the sliding door that creaked all the way until I got stuck on the end hook. Yes, the passenger side's windows all had a big streak of blood and tiny cracks on the glass with what looked like human teeth. I was staring at the glass when I heard a soft creaking sound, then a gasp. I didn't want to look toward the back seat of the car, but I couldn't help it. Slowly, I turned my head as I felt my face turn cold with fear. There was a woman there, her face covered in blood. Her mouth was missing some teeth. She looked like she was getting ready to speak as she stared blankly into my eyes. I couldn't move. Her mouth grew wider,